I served 8 years as an infantry officer in the Army. I left the military in 2018 after I was medically retired from a training accident. I had broken my neck, and I spent the next year learning how to walk again. As much as I wanted to think of myself as a very adaptable person, I think I had definitely become accustomed to the structure that the military provides. And I really underestimated the impact I would have once I entered the civilian world. If you go from an environment of pure structure, zero autonomy, to one of zero structure and pure autonomy, and you're not prepared, it's overwhelming. And so when I was in the Warrior Transition Unit, all I could think of was, what if I'm a 22-year-old kid going through this same recovery process without advocates?
So John and I served together and built a relationship that I think started with just a recognition, certainly for me, of John's intelligence and work ethic. So I spent 10 years in the Army, ended up separating after getting wounded in Afghanistan. We were assaulting an ISIS-K compound. I got shot multiple times through the floor. I had a couple surgeries in Afghanistan, and then found myself at home and on a crash course being out of the Army. I went from being so sure of what I was going to do to being so unsure of what I was going to do. It just hit me so quickly, as I imagine it does most people, and I wasn't prepared for the things that I would struggle with. No matter where you're coming from in the Army, if service is a big part of you, separation is tough.
Dan Harden was this kind-hearted kid from Middletown, Pennsylvania. Being a soldier was really important to him. In our worst days in Afghanistan, after loading our fellow platoon members onto the medevac bird, missing limbs, he's the guy that comes up and volunteers to carry the mine detector. When I found out that Dan had committed suicide, it hit me particularly hard. The idea that somebody with that level of heroism would face down their demons at home, that right there is an opportunity for the next Dan to intervene with a clear path based on sincere caring and mentorship, acknowledging the challenges that they're going through and saying, hey, you're capable of great success. You have agency in this world, and we're gonna find it together. After the burial service, I'm sitting around the table with the majority of the members of Outlaw Platoon that we deployed with, and I knew what they were capable of. Right then and there, I decided to start a company in honor of the soldiers of Outlaw Platoon, and I called it Outlaws Incorporated. Outlaws Incorporated is an online matchmaking service that has a dual mission to reintegrate veterans into society and address the skilled trade labor shortage for employers. We accomplish that with tailored mentorship for veterans, and we pair that with trusted networks of employers that align with our values and have plans to incorporate veterans into their organization and set them up for the best possible success long term. We believe that veterans are capable of great things. Here is your opportunity.